Hey YouTube, this is Unique.Builder. This is actually a slightly updated Fluffal deck profile. I guess you can tell from the Seraph Knight, but just getting into the deck, not much really has changed. It's only been a few cards. The main lineup is still the same: 3 dog, 2 penguin, 2 bear, 2 owl, 1 sheep. That was something that's a bit new, and it actually has helped out summoning misses and boosting up dog. But aside from that, it's been alright. 1 rabbit, and that's actually it. I don't run cat. I don't see a need in adding recycling the fusion spells. Generally, I have enough fusion spells. I don't think I need to recur some 10 spells that I have now. This lineup is still the same as well: 3 1 and 3 king. I don't have a reason to change this. There was actually a period where I was testing out 1 saw, because it lets me just normal summon, discard a Fluffal, and then draw 2 cards. So if I have wings in hand, I just discard that and draw 2. That was basically the idea, but since I don't have anything to fuse with saw except for Kraken, didn't really see much use for it. Next is the non-Fluffal related cards, which is 1 garnet, 1 bulb, and 2 hand traps. Brilliant fusion. Glow up bulb is just in the instance that I want to make beast. Like if I know I'm facing against trick stars, stop them from activating the field spell to rotate through their cards. Or if I'm facing the Brandish Maiden, I guess is the OCG name. Basically, since that whole deck is all spells, you can just glow bulb, use dog, and then go into Nature Beast. And then 2 Ash Blossom is stop searching. Onto the spells. Nothing much has really changed here. 3 Toy Vendor, 3 Poly, 1 Fright for Fusion, and 1 Fright for Factory. So aside from that, I added in the 2 Brilliant. I don't really run 3 because this deck actually has pretty good draw power and deck thinning. 2 instant fusion, and if you look already, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fusion spells. I have no reason to start recycling them over again. Next, 2 Foolish Burial of Goods. This is actually to help with consistency. So you can send Toy Vendor Effect Engrave. You get to search for a Fluffal or an Edgem Sabers. So pretty useful, very versatile. 1 Monster Born and 1 Foolish Burial. Combo extender, and this actually there's a couple ways. If you have Fright for Fusion, it helps you get the last material engrave. You can send wings, it's the most generic way. On to the extra deck. The 1 Seraph Knight, 1 sheep, 1 tiger, 1 kraken, and 2 saber-tooth. So there's been only 1 time recently that I wish I had the 3rd, but aside from that, you can get around it. It's really not that hard. It's all resource management. You shouldn't really need any more than what's here. The One Nature Beast, the Utopia package. This is just to beat over a problem card. It helped me out the most against Cosmos, so they don't get their floating effect. It's the same with Sheep. Links, I run one Mrs. Radiant, a generic link, Cerberus, Phoenix, one Unicore, and lastly, one YuGiOh. This is actually very, very helpful. Letting you draw 4 and then put three cards that you don't need to the bottom of the deck is just generically good. And along with that, you can extend by special summoning from your hand. So you can get one more material on the field to activate effect, or anything that you might need it for. And for this deck, I've been playing it long enough. I have a side deck built for it. 2 Veilers, 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Raigeki, 2 Twin Twisters, next is 2 Ceasefire. This is actually for time. Whenever I go into time, or whenever I'm close to time, I sight in Ceasefire. And if they call time on my main phase, I'll flip a Ceasefire and essentially just win. Because Fluffals are pretty good at flooding the board, and this burns and punishes the opponent. 1 Eradicator. This it's something that I'm trying out. You tribute one of your fusion monsters from the extra deck. Most of them are dark except for Kraken. All the others are dark, so all you need to do is get it above 2500 and you can activate this card. Since this isn't a pretty aggro deck, I side 3 red reboots. Good against any back row deck. And the last 2 cards is 2 Torrential Tributes. This is an idea for